Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens All Day, Every Day, with your host, Jeff P. With my two MVP co-hosts, Miss Shannon Finch and Super Dave, the mailman, a.k.a. David Woods. It's episode 122 for the YouTube version. For the audio version, for those who can't watch live, if you're working, you're driving, and just can't, tune in, to watch, but you can always listen to us on the audio version. The links are right there below in the description. And right underneath of that is myself, Dave, and Shannon, social media platform. You can follow me. Like I said, I have all platforms right now. I think Dave just got Instagram and Facebook, Shannon, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I believe. So y'all can follow us there, stuff like that. Chop it up with us. Y'all send us some stuff, some topics y'all might want us to talk about. Get active. The audio version, season 2, episode 22. We did the show Tuesday. Shannon had some great topics. Now today we do the preview. We're gonna do coaching matchups, stuff like that. Dave, gave me some good stuff to talk about as well. So all right, off the break, we're gonna start off with the coaching matchup. We're gonna go Shannon, Dave, talk about around to me. All right, so it's not gonna be long. So we got the coaching matchup. We got 2 Super Bowl champions. We got Andy Reid and his student John Harbaugh hooking it up again for the I don't know how many times. Who has
I think
that?
it's the fifth time.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, not including the Philly, but
Oh, yeah. I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you.
We got student versus teacher again. Who has the edge for this particular game tomorrow, Shannon?
I'm giving it to the Chiefs. Anytime you have Andy Reid and Spags on your coaching staff, one of the best or better offensive minds in the league. I don't think Spags gets his due as a defensive coordinator. I mean,
Got
that
5 Super.
guy's,
I don't know how.
like he should be mentioned among everybody else getting head coaching jobs, but for
You
whatever
know what? You know
reason,
what the thing with him, Shannon? I'm gonna finish. He had hit that Ram stint wasn't that good, so it's kind of like
mhm, I get it. But I don't think that Bryce Ryan stint with the Jets was that good. I guess if you just counting
two
the
AFC
AFC
Championship
champion, I
games.
say I
That
guess you
that
just counting
overseas. I agree with you
right.
overall, probably wasn't, but that right there,
Yeah. So I was gonna say those two early AFC championship games probably let him get the Bills job, but I think Spags is great. So
Oh, for sure.
and I like our coaching staff. No disrespect, you know how I feel about Harbaugh. I defend him a lot. Um, I like Todd Monken, Zach Gore. I think he's gonna do a great job this year. But when you ask me to give you either or, I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Oh, well said. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna give the edge Andy Reid, 3-time Super Bowl champ, 284 wins, which is fourth in NFL history, and the first among head coaches, all active head coaches. They just went back to back and are bringing back another strong team. Andy Reid is the best in the game right now. He also brings back Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator, a 4-time Super Bowl winning coach, also from his time with the Giants. Matthew Nagy has done a great job as offensive coordinator, finding plays for Mahomes. So I'm gonna give it to Kansas City.
Same here, because like I said, Harbaugh wouldn't have this job one for Andy Reid, putting him in positions and stuff like that. He speaks real highly of him because, he knew just special teams alone wasn't going to be enough, so he let him coach the DBs and other stuff to get his resume up. So, Andy Reid did a lot for him. So, but Andy Reid, man, like I said, he's always been a winner, even in Philly. Yes, they fell short because he didn't really have this talent he had now. KC Falls receivers besides T.O. for that 1.5 year. But he was always in the mix, went to the Super Bowl and lost, but he was always won everywhere he's been. So this is not nothing new. It's just
Hmm.
now going on consistently in the big game. So it's definitely Andy Reid by a long shot. It's like, I got love for Hall, but it's not even close.
Hmm.
All right, still on the coaches. We're gonna do the coordinators next. Um, who has the edge between Todd Monken and Steve Spagnuolo? Go ahead, Shannon.
Spag. For everything I just said before. I mean, I think he's one of the better defensive coordinators in the league. So yeah, I'll give it to him.
Okay, go ahead, David.
Yeah, like I said, Spags and Matt Nagy. So Kansas City.
Okay, all right. For this particular game, overall, yes, because Spagnolo, because the resume speaks for itself. But for this particular game, I'm going with Todd Monken because he has the X factor, Derrick Henry. and he's been giving the Chiefs problems for years, and they've lost a little bit on that defense. So I think he's going to get a heavy dose of him because he still got that AFC Championship game in the back of his mind. He know he didn't call the greatest game and put us in the best position, but I think he's going to come out, and solid some credit. So, and for this particular game, I'm going with Todd Monken.
He better do something.
This is probably gonna be a landslide, but I'm gonna go through it. Andy Reid and Matt Nagy. Zach Orr. Go ahead, Shannon.
Zach Orr, first time defensive coordinator. We all have high expectations for him, but if you're giving me that matchup, I'll go Chiefs again.
Well said. And well answered.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go with Andy Reid and Nagy. Both experienced guys. Zach Orr, first time full-time defensive coordinator. He's a player, so they can help him, as far as relating to the players and hearing different stuff from him. But yeah, you got to go with Big Red and Matt Nagy just off of the experience. All right, so we're done with the coaching. Let's go positions. Of course, the quarterback, the main spot. Two MVPs. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar. Who has their shot?
Pat Mahomes, Chiefs. I mean, it's Pat Mahomes. It ain't much to say about that.
What, Dave?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a slight edge to Mahomes. As great as 2 times MVP Lamar Jackson is, Mahomes is a 6-time Pro Bowler, also 2-time regular season MVP. So they both got 2 MVPs. But the big difference is that 3-time Super Bowl MVP for Mahomes, 3-time Super Bowl champ, and he is the best player in the league. Like, we gotta give it to him.
Yeah, I'll give the edge to the Chiefs, but it's very close. It's not a landslide at all. So
Absolutely.
it's just a couple notches, like probably a notch, just lean towards them because of the system and the continuity. And he has a little bit better weapons right now, Worthy and all of guys like that. They just broke Juju back. Travis Kelce and their offensive line is more intact than ours. So yeah, I will go Patrick Mahomes just off of those factors alone. All right, let's go with the running back groups. Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Shane Ali, Isaiah Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Jared McKinnon. So who has the edge at the running backs?
Ravens. I mean, Derrick Henry compared to a lot of other running backs is going to, do an edge anyway. I believe I saw that Clyde was hurt, like he's not even going to be active tomorrow. So, yeah, the Ravens.
Wait, Dave.
Now, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Derrick Henry is going to make mincemeat out of the Kansas City defense. If he had 1,167 yards and 12 touchdowns with one of the worst offensive lines in the league and an average passing attack, just imagine what he can do with an innovative coordinator like Todd Monken and the best dual threat quarterback in the game. But Isaiah Pacheco, he's not a slouch either. He's coming off his career season. In his first full season starting, he had 935 yards, 7 touchdowns in 14 games. He also catches the ball well out the backfield. He had 44 catches and 244 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving. So there's great players on both sides of the ball, but this goes to King Henry. This is why he's here.
Definitely the Ravens for sure, because Derrick Henry, like you said, man, future first ballot Hall of Famer. Justice Hill do it off and catch the ball at the backfield. And like I said, Rasheen Ali, he didn't get a lot of opportunities because, like I said, limited games, and then they were trying some stuff out O-line wise, so it didn't really benefit him. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. So definitely give the edge to the Ravens. Like I said, Pacheco is good. McKinnon, like you said, Clyde Edwards-Helaire out, so I'm pretty sure they're going to have somebody else as well. But I don't know.
Some IVP line.
Yeah, so definitely the Ravens and Falcons running back. About these guys together, receivers and tight ends. Bateman, Zay, Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, Aguilar, Sky Moore. Hollywood's not playing, but Worthy, Rasheed Rice, Juju, Justin Watson, Travis Kelce. So who has the edge,
Sean? This one was kind of tough for me, only because you try to look at it in in its totality, and also with this being the first week, we don't have anything to go off of. I can make an argument for both. I can make an argument for why I feel like it's the Ravens, and I can make one for why I feel like it's the Chiefs. But I'm gonna go Chiefs overall. And it's not like it's a big difference, but it's Kelsey, however they say their last name.
Yeah,
Um, I just think that he's probably arguably the best tight end in the league. And when you have that, that puts you over the top with a lot. That doesn't mean that I don't think highly of Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews is arguably the second, no less than third type best tight end in the league. So
I
that
think that
doesn't get
Jordan Kittle fell off a little bit. That's just me.
yeah. And that's why I said second. Like depending on who you're talking to, like people might still put Kittle up there. But yeah, it was hard for me to pick with this one. But I'm saying Chiefs, only because even with Hollywood being out, I'm gonna say Ravens, right? Because I do feel like I like Bateman. But if we're just looking at it as far as like you named everybody that was on both sides of it, I would give Chiefs a little edge in that department.
Well said. Go ahead, David.
I'm gonna give the slight edge to Kansas City. The one thing the tight end, let's start there. The tight ends, in my opinion, are even. Kelsey and Andrews are probably the two best tight ends right now. Andrews was on his way to a career season before he hurt his foot. Kelsey started off slow, then he showed why he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires. As for the receivers, Rasheed Rice improved throughout the season to break out and stake his claim as a number one receiver. They add the fastest player in combine history in Xavier Worthy, and he's been impressive so far, showing off his superhero speed. Now Hollywood Brown is out, so that's one less threat the Ravens have to worry about. And but for the Ravens, Zay Flower in year two, this is going to be great. I can't wait to see how Zay he would like throughout the season. You could see him improving. And he had a huge game in the Kansas City playoff game. Once again, he got stripped at the 1 yard line. That was the play of the game. But once again, he had an awesome game.
He lit up
And
an all pro corner.
absolutely lit him up. Exactly. But now right here, Rashad Bateman, it's time to show up. There's
Yeah.
no more talking. It's year 4. You gave you some money. Let's go, Rashad Bateman. I like Nelson Aguilar. Not sure how they're going to use Devontae Walker. I want to see Tyler Wallace get on the field and see what he can do. Let's give him a chance. He's been with us for a while. He's played well a little bit. He hasn't really get in the game. Let's see what he can do. So I'm gonna give him a slight edge. Kansas City Chiefs get the edge on the receivers tight end.
Mhm.
Uh, I agree. I'm gonna echo a little bit off of each of y'all. Yeah, like Shannon said, Kelsey definitely best tight end in the league. Like none. Mark and Isaiah Likely, they're them two are the best duo for sure. Definitely got to lean towards KC because the uncertainty of Rashad Bateman. That's what's holding it back. Had if Bateman was more in a Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase class,
Yeah.
Waddle, Omar St. Brown, you notice the name on the guys that was in the draft.
Mhm.
All those guys level, then yeah, I will make a stronger case for the Ravens. It's not that much far because like I said, our tight ends kind of close the gap a little bit.
Even out, yeah.
With the Chiefs a little bit because they all played in big games recently. So I'm gonna get a slight edge to the Chiefs.
Hmm.
All right. This might probably be a landslide too, but the offensive line, Chiefs O line, Ravens O line. Where's Shannon?
Chiefs. There's too much unknown with the Ravens offensive line right now.
Wait, Dave.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Kansas City, they got one of the best offensive lines. And it's been like that for a while now. In my opinion, that's an underrated reason why they're so good. Of course, it's Mahomes, Kelsey, and all that. But hey, if you don't give Mahomes time to throw, you got to give the hats off to the offensive line. You got to give them their credit. But and once again, with our line, we got a bunch of moving parts, so got to give it to the Chiefs.
Hmm.
Thank you. Will appreciate you, man. Tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Yes, definitely gotta go KC for one. We got 3 new starters: a left guard, a right guard, and a right tackle. New offensive line coach. So definitely,
Hmm.
definitely. Then with Ronnie and Tyler, they've been dealing with their injuries. So Chiefs been more healthy. Got Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Jawan Taylor, I believe. They have a pretty really good offensive line over there. So yeah, forgot they have another line too that's pretty good over there. I just can't think of that name right now. But yeah, that group was real cohesive. Like I said, they played in big games, so got Chiefs.
No doubt.
Back to the offensive line. David sent some good topics over here, so I'm gonna get me and mine. Whoa. I'm sorry. Well, that's the second one. All right, which Raven is going to score the first touchdown of the season? Go ahead, Shannon.
First touchdown. I'm going Derrick Henry. I just feel like he's going to be featured a lot. Or they're going to try to feature him a lot tomorrow. So I'm going to go Derrick Henry.
I like that answer. Go ahead, David.
I could picture it right now. Lamar Jackson, he's going to hold it. Derrick Henry, 2-yard touchdown. He's going to make hamburger out that Kansas City defensive line. Let's go, Henry. King Henry. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out my man, Billy Giles, Will G. I see you. Thanks for showing up, man. I'm going to get with
you. That's definitely very likely, but I'm gonna go a little different just for the, just for content purposes, and so we won't all say the same thing. I'm gonna go Zay Flowers.
Let's go.
Because he's eager, he hungry. That strip has been on his mind for the last 7-8 months. He's just eating him away, and then like I said, no Snead up there. So Duffy was all pro too, but he might be massive. I think Zay gonna go out and score. And get that sour taste out of his mouth.
Let's go. I like that. Let me see him. I need a big play. I want big plays, Zay.
Big plays, Zay. I like that.
He got us the big play in that game. So, yeah, I could see him doing it again.
Hey, Sam, me and you, we're going to copyright that.
Yeah.
That one works.
All right. Next one. Will this revamped offensive line be better than last year's O-line? Okay, interesting. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna say no. For like we just said in the previous season segment, I just feel like there's just too many unknowns for the offense right now. Doesn't mean offensive line doesn't mean that they can't get better or improve throughout the season. But just speaking right now from what we know, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
I'm going to say I think it's going to be about the same because, look, I'm going to start off at the right tackle. I like McCary over Moses. I think McCary, he can move a little bit better than Moses can. Moses allowed 9 sacks last season. That's a lot. And of course, we got Lamar, who's the fastest quarterback in the game. It probably could have been more than that. Thank goodness Lamar can move the way he can move. So, but McCary, when he would get in, would really do a good job. Of course, we're going to miss his versatility. It's good that we can use him all over the line, but I like having him at one position, right tackle, concentrate on that. This is what we need. Rosengarten, I still hope he gets in there a little bit, but hey, if McCary can do the job, that's fine. Of course, right guard, we lost Zeitler. And Falele's a project. I think Falele could do it, but Zeitler's a Pro Bowler. So, hey, Linderbaum comes back. Now, left guard, Voorhees. I think this guy's a player. I think this guy's really going to turn some heads. So, I think Voorhees, he's unproven, but I think he will be an upgrade over John Simpson. Simpson was good, but he wasn't great. So, and then Stanley. Come on, Stanley. That's another one. I need you to show up. Let's go. Come on, Stanley. So, but I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs.
We did that already, but I actually got to finish. I'm gonna finish this. Then we're gonna go back to the position.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Will it be better? It's all good. I've kind of got off track myself. It possibly can because there's more younger and athletic. Like Zeitler's a great player, but he was contemplating retirement. So Eric DeCosta, he just went ahead and said, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and go young now and get it out the way they can gel. As the year on. Moses was getting older, getting slower. So, and last year in his contract, so why not get something for him? So I think it can be a little bit better, during the year. Because like I said, everybody on the offensive line is still in their 20s. I think Ryan's still in his 20s. He's like 28, 29. So, you are younger and athletic and even a little bigger because Leahy and the guys huge. And like I said, Rosengarten, he's going to be starting soon. They just want to ease him in. So yeah, it definitely it can be better, in due time because of the youth and athleticism and more size. All right, so before we go to the
So,
next,
let me say this. This is one reason why I am like I don't know about the offensive line, and it's again I think that as time go on, they'll probably get better because they get more time together. But I believe it was Harbaugh that said they could rotate tackles. Right now, he could have just been saying it to say that to throw people off. But even hearing that, and then hearing Eric
I ain't
DeCosta
a
talk
big fan.
about,
I ain't a big fan.
hmm, huh?
I'm not a big fan of that because you're playing Russian roulette with your quarterback's health when you do that. But
So that's my point. That's why. So to hear John
Right.
Harbaugh say that, and then to hear Eric DeCosta say, even he said it was a lot of unknown with this group because they're young. I just can't right now, as we speak before week one, say they're going to be better because I don't know. That's why I keep saying there's a whole bunch of unknown with this group. And
Right.
when we were talking about them rotating tackles last year, and we were kind of like, well, whatever works. It was more or less like people were injured, so you giving guys a break, bringing them in, trying to bring them back out, but you don't want to go into the season already thinking about rotating tackles. So it's like, it gives me a pause for concern, but we'll see as the season goes on.
that's fair, and that's fair. Like you said, it's fair. Like I said, there's a lot of young guys, but it's better to get younger sooner than later now because by next year they're gonna be in sync. So, but week one, it'll give us a sense of where they need to
Where
go.
they at? Right.
All right, to finish the second half of the position, but now we're on the defensive side of the ball. Interior
Hmm.
defensive line, we had 3-4, that 4-3, but overall interior D line, who has the edge? Ravens Chiefs, Sean.
This was also another one that was kind of tough for me to pick because I like guys on both sides, and I can make an argument for both sides. And for that reason, I'm going to go with a tie because I really couldn't pick either or. I feel like both fronts are really good fronts. We saw what the Chiefs looked like without Chris Jones last year, and it wasn't pretty. And when he came back, that defense changed. With us, who we have Namdi now, no more Justin. You
I'm mad.
know he
Okay.
Hmm.
he he stepped up last year. You know what I mean? So I expect him to still be a big focal point of our front. I just think it's a tie. I don't. Like I said, I can make an argument for both sides, so I'm just going to go tie.
Go ahead, David.
I'm gonna go tie. Now I'm gonna give a slight little smaller edge to Kansas City. I mean, of course, Chris Jones is one of the best in the game, defensive lineman, but their ends really put a lot of pressure on. Like one guy who really was hurting us last year was George Karlaftis.
Yeah,
He
for
was
sure.
really getting in there, he's getting a lot of pressure. This guy's explosive on the edge. He was giving Stanley and Moses a lot of problems. So I just think that's because once again we lost Clowney, which I think is a big loss.
Quite a big.
And I don't know if we have the guy that can give us that same level of production that Clowney gave us. So I'm gonna give it just a little bit to them, even though we're good too. Matabike broke out. We got a lot of guys. I really want to see what Travis Jones going to do. Travis Jones, I've been hearing some good things.
Like who?
Oway, I still think Oway he gets better and better every season. I think this season could be a big double digit. And Ojabo, let's go. It's time to show up. I think you can do it. I just need to stay healthy, stay on the field. You got the potential. So, but I'm gonna give a slight edge to Kansas City by a little bit.
My bad. Should have said group the edge rushers too, because they're rushing the passer, so they're part of the defensive line essential. So, my bad. So, with that being said, I'm going to give a slight edge to the Ravens because, like I said, we still got majority of our lead and sack people there. We lost Clowney, but Van Noy's back. I think O will be better, and for Jabo to stay healthy. You see he can put some stuff together. We just got to stay available. And then Metabike and them guys up front, Cubs and have it. So I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Ravens, just a slight edge. All right, the off-ball linebackers, the stand-up linebackers, the cover guys, running hit guys. Who has the edge? Ravens, Chiefs. Who is that?
I'm Ravens. I mean, I still think Roquan is one of the best linebackers and the middle linebackers in the league.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like Trenton Simpson is gonna I think he's going to do the thing this year. Like I think we saw a little bit at the end of last season. We got to see it in the preseason. I think that um, it won't be much fall off between him and Queen. I mean, obviously Queen was played more years than he did, but I just still feel like it won't be much fall off. So for that reason, I'll give it to the Ravens.
Oh, go ahead, David.
Also, Baltimore, let's go Ravens. Roquan Smith, row. That means uh-oh. But y'all, that I guess going against the Ravens, he had a great season, all pro, of course. And Trenton Simpson, Patrick Queen was great. I think Trenton Simpson's a better tackler than Queen. I think that he could put up the same at least close to the same numbers. Once again, it's his first full season, getting a chance to start. Queen, he had to, before he got to where he was at last season with 133 tackles, it took him a little while to get there. I really think Trenton Simpson can get over 100 tackles in his first full season starting. And for Kansas City, they got some good linebackers too. Nick Bolton, he's really good. To me, he's one of the most underrated defensive players because he makes a lot of plays. He can really hit, and he's a tone setter for them. And Gay, he's a good linebacker for them too. But I still think Baltimore. I think that we're better than our linebackers are better than theirs.
I agree.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this little side note. Man, you talked about this before, Shannon. I think had Queen when he got drafted, if CJ Mosley still was here, I think Queen would have been a lot better early on because he wouldn't have had as many expectations and stuff. He could have played, more freely like he did once Roquan got here. So that's just my personal opinion. I think if he had that veteran beside him early, actually a good veteran, not some guy that just came off the street like he had Roquan, he had CJ. If he still had CJ Mosley, he'd been a lot better. But Trenton Simpson, man, yes, he's a dog, man. He got knocked in his butt, got up, and still made the tackle. Like that's the
Right.
shit.
Mhm.
You gotta have that dog in you. He got that, man. Like it's the fourth quarter of preseason game. It's meaningless. But he started there playing his heart out, getting the interception, getting sacks. So yeah, I think
Mhm.
Darn Andrews had that same type of impact. That's why that Pittsburgh game. Remember, I kept saying to y'all. I said I
Yeah.
was forward to saying Trenton Simpson.
Yep.
He
Mhm.
You did. I'm gonna give it to you though. I'm gonna give it to you. You was really the first one to say it because at first I don't know.
I say
So
it
I'm gonna give it to you. You were the first one. You were the first one to really say, "Watch it." I mean, I knew he was good because I like college football. I seen him play at Clemson, so I know what he could do. But as a rookie, you don't really know. So you was right. I'm gonna give you that one for sure.
Look, he was beside by side with Queen, beating him to the ball. Roquan didn't play. That the Costa said, "Oh yeah, we're not going to sit here and break no bank for you. You can go ahead and go test the market. We'll be just fine."
Mhm.
Chiefs lost Willie Gay Jr. So right now they have Nick Bolton and Leo Chanel. So yeah,
Oh, so now,
Willie Gay is now I think in Tennessee. So on the Saints, he in New Orleans. So
okay,
you
I
gotta get
missed that.
yeah. I play Madden. That's one reason why I know he's with the Saints. Uh, uh, yeah, so definitely the edge goes to the Ravens Falls inside linebackers. All right, now we're gonna go to the DBs. No,
Mhm.
Lajarius Sneed. This probably would have been the Chiefs last year if he still was here. So, but they do still have Trent McDuffie, all pro. They got who else? Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, uh, the kid Kamari Khan, I think from Virginia Tech. Um, I forgot the other corner, but the Ravens we're loaded. Marlon Humphrey, Brandon Stevens, Nate Wiggins, Jalen Allen Davis, T.J. Tampa, Arthur Billette when he gets back. So who has the edge in the cornerback room, Shannon?
I want the Ravens. I mean, if we're just talking about the cornerbacks, I still feel like
Corner.
I yeah. I mean, I feel like the Ravens have. We talked about this yesterday. That's how deep they are in the secondary in general. Um, Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to the Ravens for everything you just said. Like you just named the guys on both sides of the ball, both teams. So it's like, yeah, Ravens for everything you just said.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
I agree. Not only do I think the Ravens have a better secondary, I think they might have the best secondary in the game now. I mean, once again, you got Humphrey, Stevens. They did a great job last year as starters. And then, of course, Nate Wiggins. He gonna slide right in the nickel corner. I think he's gonna get it quick. He did a great job in the preseason. You can see he still has a little bit to learn, but we don't need him to start right away. Starting that slot and work your way up. And of course, Arthur Millette is hurt. But like I said, look at the depth that we have. TJ Tampa's going to get a chance. Jalen Armour Davis. Well, look, what we talked about. Same thing with Bateman. It's time to show up. Jalen Armour Davis, you've been hurt way more than you've been played. So, and Kansas City, they got some good corners. Of course, McDuffie. Of course, when you lose the Jarius Sneed, that's a major loss. So, they got to worry about that other side. The other side just as good. Williams, that I don't know. But Ravens, come on. Kyle Hamilton, come on now. It's too much. Eddie Jackson, I can't wait to see what he does when we go 3 safety. And, listen, like I said, Marcus Williams. He had a good season, but I want to see better. I want to see another level this season. But the Ravens got this one.
That takes us into the next one since we was talking corners, but you brought in safety, so that's the next
Oh,
one.
I thought it was corner safety.
Nah, just corners, brother. Yeah, it's
I'm
corners.
bad, bro.
All right, safety. We have who the hell do the Chiefs have? I know they have who the hell are the Chiefs safeties? Damn, because they had one throwing him, he's gone. I think they got like Mike Edwards or something like that. Oh no, Brian Cook, and Justin Reed. Yeah, Justin Brian Cook.
Reed, yeah.
Yeah. And we got our 3 hitters. We actually got a 4. Our safeties are man, we loaded back there. Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Eddie Jackson, Bo Brace, Deuce Kane, and Darius Washington. It's like we loaded back there. So who has the edge at safety?
Ravens. Everything you just said. I mean, we have the best duo at safety to me, tandem at safety. So so I'll give it to the Ravens.
Go ahead, Dave.
Right, just like I already said with the Ravens, come on, Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, so Hamilton, Williams, Jackson, we got this Ravens all day. Safety, let's go.
Yeah, definitely Ravens. Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Eddie. Then the guys backing them up can play as well. So, the Chiefs, Brian Cook's a lot of experience, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's definitely Ravens. All right, special teams, and then I'll wrap the positions, and we'll get back to the top of the day. Harrison Bucker, we had Sky Moore. I forgot who the hell the fucking punter is for the Chiefs. But yeah, Justin Tucker, Nick Moore, long snapper. You got Jordan Stout. We got Deontay Hardy and Tyler Wallace returning. So who has the edge in special teams?
Ravens. You got Justin Tucker on your team. You're going to be better than a whole lot of special teams.
Agreed. Go ahead, Dave.
Ravens, Justin Tucker, the GOAT. I want to see what Deontay Hardy can do with these new kickoff rules. Tyler Wallace. So Ravens, we got this.
Definitely Ravens, like you say, you got the best kicker and the best punter, Jordan Stout. Man, his yards per punt is up there. So, you got head coach who specializes in that. So he's always gonna make sure that unit is sharp. Him and Chris Horton. You can say you got Deontay Hardy. I think he's gonna take one back, like our Tyler Wallace did last year, because he's faster, more explosive. So and then now you gotta wait to come down. So that's just give him more momentum. So yeah, I could see some big returns. Other than Lamar Jackson, who are the Ravens' 3 most important players for the Ravens to have success this season? Go ahead, Shannon.
First I'll say Owe. I feel like it's time for him to put it all together and be the consistent pass rusher that we've been looking for a few years. And if he does that, then it just opens up everything else for other people on the defense, especially up front, for them to be able to get at the quarterback. And we can kind of be close to, if not where we were last year, as far as getting pressure and getting sacks. Kyle Hamilton, I feel like our ability to be able to use him in so many different ways allows for the defense to be aggressive. So he's a big part of what we do. So we need him to still be the guy that we've known him to be. And lastly, I'll say Bateman. I think he's the key to our success offensively. And if he is successful, then it just opens up another level to our offense.
Well said. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna start off with the obvious one, Derrick Henry. This is why we brought you here. We need him to help us close games out. Fourth quarter, we lost, three leads in the fourth quarter when we had our losses in the regular season last year because I just think we just couldn't run out the clock. So Henry is number one for me, in my opinion. Number two, gotta be Roquan Smith. Just keep leading the defense. Just keep being you, best middle linebacker in the game. He just sets the tone. Like, what when I see him, I just see Ray Lewis. Like Ray Lewis, how he led the defense. He come on, let's go. We know what we need to do. Close them out. And my number three guy, I got bad news. Bad news, Andrews. Come on now. I need that. Do what you were doing before you got hurt. So Andrews come back and he just takes over the middle. It's gonna open everything else on the outside for Zay Flowers and Isaiah Likely and whoever else they got out there to make plays. So those are my three.
Well, for me, I'm going to go by like these previous players get hurt. It'll be tough to fill that void. Derrick Henry, for sure, because like I said, with Keaton Mitchell out, yeah, you can't just solely rely on Justice Hill and Shane Ali. So Derrick Henry, Roquan Smith, because now you will have another inexperienced linebacker. Well, Malik Harrison will be there, but still, it won't be the same. I think we will be able to be able to stop the bleeding if we had them two, but it wouldn't be able to be as dominant. So Roquan at two, and then Tyler Linderbaum, because we don't need no bad snaps if he's to go down. So it's Derrick Henry, Roquan, and Tyler Linderbaum. Reason I say Kyle Hamilton because we got a billion safeties that can step in if we get hurt. Remember he missed the last two games, and we still were pretty good. Not saying no knock against him. We just got good depth. Kyle was freaking amazing. But those three players get hurt, it'll definitely have a scratch in our head.
All right. Gotta have depth.
Yeah. All right. The last one, then we'll get to our stat line and stuff like that. We lost some good free agents in the offseason. Which player has the biggest shoes to fill? Or players has the biggest shoes to fill? Go ahead, Shannon.
I said Trenton Simpson. Regardless of what anybody thinks about Patrick Queen, he was an All Pro. He was a Pro Bowler last season. We continue to talk about having the best linebacker duo in the league a lot most of the time last season. And it's not to say that he can't fill those shoes, but I do think those are big shoes to fill just based on expectations. But because we got to see him in that Steelers game last year and see him pop off the screen this season in the preseason, I think that he's ready for it. But those are definitely going to be big shoes to fill just based on trying to be better than or at least close to what we were last year in the middle.
Well said. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna go with David Ojabo. David Ojabo, you gotta take over for Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney played Pro Bowl level football last season. Ojabo, you have got to live up to this second round. He would have been a top 15 pick had he not hurt his foot or towards Achilles at the combine. Ojabo, it's time. This is your time. You're going to get a chance. You're going to get every opportunity, and we need you to play well. So I'm gonna say David Ojabo.
All y'all got some. I'm gonna do five because I just couldn't do one. I'm gonna go first and foremost. I'm going to go with Daniel Faalele because you're stepping up for Kevin Zeitler. And like now you're getting your chance to start. A lot of people been said you should have played. So now you got to prove it. And you got to prove that you will work that fourth round selection in 2022. David Ajabo, like you said, Clown is gone. I'm gonna say David Ajabo and Tavius Robinson. They both got to step up. Offset the loss of Clowney. Trenton Simpson, of course, like you said, people say they want to PQ. He was an All Pro and a Pro Bowler, but I think he can handle that. But right now, with the body of work he has shoes to fill. And also at receiver, we gotta go. I gotta go Devontae Walker. So Odell, we told Odell now you can go about your business. So if he can at least give us those same numbers that Odell had, it'll make it won't be as big as of a loss. But right now, yeah, so we got to find that third guy that gave us those big plays. So those five guys right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, winding down. All right, we're gonna do an over on the stat line. All right, we're gonna start with Lamar Jackson. Total yards, passing, and rushing. I'm gonna start the line at 250 over on the shine
You said passing and rushing.
and rushing. Yep.
Um, I'll go over. I'll say 280.
So what? 230 and a half, 50 on the ground.
Sure.
I don't let. I'm just throw it out there. That's you. If you like, you could say 220, 260, 210.
No, I mean, I
That's,
think he can run. I think he can. I can think he can run for more than 50 yards.
then go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't let me. I was I just wanted some clarity on on how it will be broke down. That's all. So what, like 210, 70, 220, 60, right?
Yeah.
225, 65. Like how he gonna get it?
What did I say? Two what? Two
If
You
I'm
said
wrong,
280.
280.
two
Yeah.
eighty. Yeah, so I would say 280. I think he can go for about 65 yards on the ground.
So that gives
So
him
that's about like 215.
in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna say slightly under. I'm gonna say 240. I think probably like 210 passing, probably like 30 on the ground.
That's fair with Derrick Henry here now, so that's fair. Um, I'm gonna go 300, honestly, because he got chip on his shoulder.
Oh,
I'm gonna give him 250 in the air and 50 on the ground. A couple little 10, like 5, 10 yard runs. Because I think Derrick Henry with him, he's not gonna run as much, but I think he's gonna come out and play because, even hearing all the stuff that's going on, him and Pat, just like with Peyton Manning and Brady. So it's always gonna be that 1-2. Peyton Manning got tired of hearing it. He went out and started beating Brady. I think Lamar does the same thing. So I'm gonna give him 300, 250 in the air and 50 on the ground. All right, Derrick Henry, rushing yards. Let's start the line at 125 over under Shane.
Um, I'll say under. I'll say 115.
Okay, not too bad. Wait, Dave.
hey, I was thinking just like you. I'm gonna say 110, like just under.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go 150. Like I said,
Mm,
definitely gonna lean on him a little bit. That's why I got Lamar rushing yards so low because we're gonna lean on him. Like we're gonna give him the same amount of carries as Jersey, if not a little bit more.
yeah.
All right, let's go. Zay Flowers receiving yards. Let's start the line at 75 over under Shane.
I'll go over. I'll say he'll have about 85.
Okay, wait, Dave.
I'm gonna give Zay 100 yards. Let's go, Zay, all the way. Let's go.
We did have 100 last time they played, so yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go with 100 as well because, like I said, now Jarius Sneed is out, so yeah, I think he going. I think he going. I mean, like I said, he's gonna be playing like hungry because, like I said, that fumble is still on his mind. Um, yeah, so like 105.
Yeah, I think Zay on fire this year. Zay gonna be mad. He's coming back. He's gonna be mad.
I'm gonna combine Likely and Andrews together. So Andrews and Likely combined 120 over under.
Um, I'll say over. Because
So what?
I think
80.
that Andrews alone. Yeah, I think Andrews alone could probably get. I'm still trying to keep in mind that he's coming back from his accident. Like he's just starting to practice again, so he might be just like getting back out there. So I'll give him about 80, and I'll give Likely like 65.
So you going 145?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna go a little bit under. I'm gonna say Andrews probably get about 60, likely probably get about 30. So I'm gonna say a little bit under, get about 90 together.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
Zay's going to carry it.
okay. I go. Let's see. I'm gonna go 130. Andrew 75, likely 55, so slightly over. Because Lamar, if he gonna have
Mm-hmm.
250, he's throwing the ball to somebody. So yeah, and Zay got 100 of it, so the rest got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're gonna go defense. Total team sacks. We're gonna start the line at 2. Over under Sean.
Um, I think they might get about 2. Like, I don't know if it's a matter of it being over, but I can definitely see them getting about 2 sacks.
So right at the line too. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
They over under or right at the line.
I'm gonna say under because they got a great offensive line. I think we'll get them once, and I think we'll. And Mahomes a tough guy to sack. Like you might have him halfway down, he'll throw it away real quick. So he's a hard guy to get a sack on. So I think we'll just get him once. I'm gonna go under.
I'm gonna go slightly over and go 3. I think Metabike get 1. I think Van Noy get 1, and I think we get 1 on like a corner or safety blitz.
Mhm.
Total team interceptions is gonna be very low. 1 over under. Good, Sean.
Um, I'll say they might get 1.
So right at the line.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Dave.
I don't think we're gonna get him. I'm gonna say under. Like Mahomes, especially early in the season,
I
he's
get it.
really hard. He doesn't make a lot of dumb mistakes. So I don't think we'll get him. I'm gonna say 0.
That's David Copperfield Houdini at quarterbacks. I feel you. I'm gonna go
Right.
slightly over with 2. I think Nate gonna get him, and I think Marlon Humphrey gonna get him. Because I think
Okay.
if he pass or he try to, he like to play backyard football. I think he might get himself in trouble. So I think he'll throw 2. All right, the last one, total combined tackles between Trenton Simpson and Roquan. I start at 20. Over on the show.
Combined, I'll say under. I'll say Roquan will have about um maybe 9. Trent might have like 7.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Dave.
We're going over right here, man. Listen, Roquan Smith, he's gonna get a dozen by himself. Give him 12. And Trenton Simpson, he's trying to make a statement. He's gonna show you he's knocking out some teeth. He's ready to hit somebody. I think Trenton Simpson's gonna get 10. So I'm gonna say 22. We're going over.
I'm gonna go 24. 14 for Roquan, 10 for Trenton. Because, including the passing game, could have been making tackles on the tight end and receivers coming across the field. So I keep that in effect. And then Mahomes, when he takes off. So, yeah, I'm going total 24. All right. So we over on the stat line now. 3 keys to victory. Go ahead, Sean.
First, no turnovers. Don't give Mahomes more opportunities. Second, coaches don't get cute. Do what makes sense. And Lamar, play free but play smart.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna say my first one is run the ball well. Give it to Derrick Henry. Let's move the ball up and down the field. Let's eat the clock. Let's keep Mahomes on the sideline. My number 2, we gotta put some pressure on Mahomes. We gotta get in there. Like I said, they got a great line, and he's a hard guy to bring to the ground. So, if you don't sack him, just put your hands up or hold him. So we gotta get the pressure. That's a very important. And number 3, I'm gonna say we gotta stop Isaiah Pacheco because when he gets those big runs and he gets that energy and he gets up there and he going crazy, he kind of reminds me of Mystical a little bit. So when we start doing the Mystical and all that, we don't need that. So we gotta stop Isaiah Pacheco.
My 3 always stay the same because it's all in the grand scheme of things. It's the most important. Everything else, what y'all said, is going to come within if we do these things. Number 1 on offense, protect the football. No turnovers. No turnovers. We fumble, interception. On defense, take the ball away. Interception, fumble. Number 3, score more touchdowns than field goals. That's the thing. You're not going to beat Patrick Mahomes kicking field goals all night. So, like I said, my three is always going to stay the same. Protect the ball, take the far away, and score more touchdowns and field goals. Now, all right, our last segment of the night, our score prediction. Who wins the game? Go ahead, Shannon.
I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll be a close one. But I have 24-20 Ravens.
I like that. Go ahead, Dave.
Ravens pulling it off. Last second field goal, Justin Tucker. We're going to win 28-25.
I'm right on that same line, just a point unknown each. On 27-24, Justin Tucker game win the field goal, it's time expire, like how we did against New England 12 years ago. So, yeah. Well, everybody, that's it. Week one is here. Shannon, also do your clips too for both shows if you don't mind. Like I said, I like how you do it. I don't mind doing it, but I just love how you do it. Now I'll just tell you to post. And Dave, you post too. Then we'll be all pitching and all that. So yeah, definitely do that, Shannon, please, if you don't mind. It's week one.
Okay, boss.
See, I need week one. Definitely. You rush home, rush to wherever you're gonna go. For those who's going to the watch party, there, enjoy yourselves and all that stuff like that. Have a good time. Like I said, man, like for those who are gonna be there, be loud, be proud, have your purple, wear your purple towel, your Raven rags. Like I said, here week one, it's the official start of football season. What better way to start off 1-0, knocking off the two-time defending champion and the team that so, everybody do their last thoughts, and we're gonna close it out. Go ahead, Shannon, your final remarks.
I just want to say congratulations to Lamar Jackson. I saw his Gatorade endorsement and commercial. I think that's pretty cool. We were talking about that yesterday with different things involving Lamar. So I just want to give him a shout out for that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and everybody say, for those who say, when he gonna get his endorsements? There you go. Boom, shout out.
Right.
Go ahead, Dave.
I just want to give send some prayers out to my friend Lachelle Pearson Owens. She just lost her husband. My man Steve, rest in peace. And prayers for you, Shelly. Also, fantasy football. I'm coming for everybody. Too many people to name right now. Tim Woods, I'm getting ready for your draft. I'm coming for you, bro.
Yeah, definitely prayers for family. I actually know her. I used to coach her son, Rashad. Rashad, he passed away a couple years ago, so I actually know her. Nice lady, so keeping prayers on her. Like I said, everybody make sure y'all set your fantasy. Shannon's in my fantasy league. So everybody check your injury reports, stuff like that. Get y'all money line bets and all that stuff in. Like I said, everybody go get your wings and your food. Because by 7:00, there's gonna be a ghost town in Baltimore City. So there's national, everybody gonna be watching. So yeah, it's gonna be a good action-filled night of football. So and shout out to the O's, the great sweep. Hopefully they sweep the White Sox. So it could be a great week in Baltimore sports. There you go, Shannon. Allen Turk, they did their thing, beat down UConn. So hopefully they follow up this week. My Canes put smack down on Florida, and Florida State 0-2. So overall, great sports weekend for me. So I can't complain. And on I'm out today. Make sure y'all trade, talk Ravens all day, every day. With your host Justin P, my 2 MVP man, co-host Shannon Finch, Super D, the mailman, aka D Woods. We'll see y'all Tuesday. Hopefully it's on a positive note when we do the recap. And then Thursday, like I said, we're back to 2 shows now because the season's here and we do our preview against the Raiders. Love y'all guys. Enjoy the game. We're gonna see y'all on Tuesday. We out.
All right.